Watch this video, then I'll come back with my commentary.
I bum, and I said, wait a minute, I'm not a bum, I'm a human being. And it's hard. But after the end of the day, when people go home and everybody get on the message train, and they mind, and then I just feel so bad that I can't be going on.
What can you say? That video really touched me. I put a 15-second clip in my shorts because that video really touched me. It really broke my heart. I consider myself to be very blessed. The Lord has found favor on my life, and most of my family, we are blessed. But many folks in this world, in this country, are living just like this gentleman. He's not a bum. He's a human being. I don't know what situation in his life led him to being in a situation, in a state that he's in, but he needs love too. And to be called a bum, to be looked down upon, it's inhumane. We're all God's children. Many folks are only a paycheck away from being like him. Oftentimes when the Spirit leads, I help folks who are in need. When I'm driving through the city and I see someone homeless and I feel led by the Spirit, I will help. And I'm not concerned whether you said they're going to take that money and buy drugs or whatever. It's not for me to worry about. If the Lord lays it on my heart to bless that person. I remember a story. I'm going to tell you a story. At one time I remember I'm in Baltimore, and there's a lot of homeless folks in Baltimore. So there's a lot of homeless folks in other major cities in this country and in this world. I remember one time I was driving home from church, and I had just preached a really good sermon, and they fed us, and I had to take my food to go with me. They put it in a styrofoam container. Don't say I said styrofoam. They put it in a styrofoam container, bagged it up for me to take home. And I remember there's nothing like home cooked meals. And I recall that food, I put it on the car seat beside me, and the food was smelling so good, and I just could not wait to get home to eat. And I remember I came to this intersection to get onto the Beltway to get home, and I saw a guy out there with homeless folks in the median, asking, for food or money. And as I pulled beside them and they looked into my car, I remember I was looking at them. And I wound my window down. I said, he looked. I said, I ain't got no money, man. He like, do you got something to eat? Do you got something to eat? And I'm looking at my food container beside me, and I'm looking at him, and the Lord like, give him your food. What would Jesus do? So I took my food that I was waiting to go home and eat and enjoy a nice home-cooked meal, and I gave it to the homeless guy, the whole plate. And I remember as I was pulling off, he started eating it right there in the median. Him and the other guy, they just started sharing the food. And it really blessed my heart that I was able to help feed him for that day. And had to go home and had to go find like a fast food place to get food because I was hungry. But I did what the Spirit led me to do, was to help that gentleman that day. And as I fed him, I prayed that someone would feed his spirit as well. So in this holiday season, many of us just came from Thanksgiving. We ate more than we should eat. I know I ate, but I was very modest this time because my waistline can't really absorb as much as I could when I was younger. So I had to be very cognizant of it as I get older. But many of us are blessed, and many of us have spent time with our families and friends in warm houses, apartments, wherever you was at, and we have tons of food. You look on Facebook or YouTube or some of these other profiles, Instagram or all those other different platforms, and people are sharing their meals of what they ate, and they're bragging about, look at this plate, and everybody's plate is filled to capacity, right? There's nothing wrong with being blessed, nothing wrong with eating well, but understand it's a blessing. It is a blessing because, again, that could be us, that could be you. So if you see someone in need, or if you're driving by, give a helping hand. If you're able to give to a missions, you're able to whether give you a monetary gift, or if you're able to give time to go down there and help feed or clothe. Do what you can do, because if you are in that situation, you will want someone to help you also. So be a blessing to someone. Don't look down on no one. He's a man. He's a human being. He's human. He's not a bum. He's human. And I'm challenging all of us to be humane. Love your neighbor. Love your brother and sister like Christ loved you. Be blessed. Take care.